As others are jubilating, Debbie and Emeka upon Jonathan losing his job at the first time. Remember, Jonathan resigned at his job for the first time, but Ken is very much disappointed in him for quitting his job, yet he has responsibility to take over. His daughter is so much in prayers to see that at least he gains some hint of knowledge and wisdom to run his life, but the way he's seeing it, she's like he has lost hope in him. Welcome to my channel. This is African Movie Reviews. My name is Irene. Kindly subscribe to this channel. It's all what you can do for me. Like and comment where you're watching from, and comment what you think about Kenny's decision of letting their relationship and Emeka and Jonathan to go. Do you think that he did the right thing? Because in Kenny's word, he says he is even wondering what really conspired for him to be his friend, to be Jonathan's friend, according to his the way he sees Jonathan is thinking and reasoning, as well as even his wondering how Clara came into a decision of being with Jonathan to according to his reasoning. This means that Ken has weighed Jonathan to zero. At this time around, Ken cannot even entertain, cannot even accept, or cannot even believe that Jonathan did this to himself. Just imagine the pride and ego which has led him to lose his job at the first time. How did this start? Ken asked Jonathan, did you really leave your job? Did you quit your job? And Jonathan said, yes, I quit my job. I cannot work under a woman. I cannot be so stripped so low to work under the woman. I asked for another position, and what they did, they gave me a position of assistant PA of my boss. And guess what? The boss is a woman. I cannot run errands for a woman. I cannot be under a woman. I'm a man. And Ken was like, really, Jonathan, if you don't feel pity for yourself, why don't you feel pity for your daughter? Don't you know that you have a daughter to take care of? How can you leave a job which is paying 800,000 naira just because the boss is a woman, just because the boss you don't want to run errands for a woman? Yes, if it's money, it's money. It's a job. You cannot get anywhere else a salary of 800 naira. Jonathan, what did you always let your pride and ego lead you? That's Ken asking. Jonathan is asking, are you insulting me? He said, no, I'm telling you the fact that if you can go and work and mix sand and water. How do you say that you cannot work at this corporate job which gives you a salary which is good, and because it's a woman? He said, after all, I worked in the sand and mixture because he is my fellow man. The other one was my fellow man, not a woman. I cannot work under a woman. And this is when Emeka said, you want our friend to work or to do minor jobs, the job of women to now they will start telling him to wash their underwears. And Big Joe was like, yes, so you are right, I cannot do that. And the maker said, you see, you, if you really feel pity for him, why didn't you get him a job? You are an enemy. That's Emeka telling Ken that he's an enemy of Jonathan. He said, I feel pity for you, Jonathan. You've allowed this stupid person. That's Ken telling Jonathan that Emeka is stupid, that he has allowed Emeka to initiate his ideologies in his head that he cannot work under him. He said, yes, he cannot work and a woman. He's Big Joe. Big Joe, it's all about you. And Jonathan was like, yes, oh, it's all about me. How can I all Big Joe, me, work and a woman? He said, Jonathan, are you really crazy? Do you think for yourself? Okay, if you don't think for yourself, think for your daughter whom you have to take care of her. He said, Jonathan, let me ask you, if it's a job, even if they tell you to clean a toilet, you have to do it because it gives you a salary, and mind you, it's a good salary. He said no. Remember, even Ken, Joe was blaming Ken over not recruiting him in his company. These are the same, almost the same words which Ken told Jonathan that I have recommended you so many times, but you end up disappointing me. How will I have had another guts to recommend you? This is my office. This is where I feed. If I do that, everything I do, every time I do wrong, maybe I'll lose my job. Now, the same thing has happened, that Big Joe has quit his job because he cannot work under a woman. And Ken was like, Big Joe, let me ask you a question. If you wake up one day and the ruler of the president of Nigeria is a woman, will you cease to be a Nigerian? Would you run away from Nigeria because you cannot work under a woman, or because you cannot take orders from a woman? Think twice. They just said, I cannot. Now they tell me to carry the woman's bag. I ran errands for him. He said, yes, so you cannot do it, Joe. Leave him, you will get another job. And that's Emeka saying that Big Joe will get another job. That's not the end of it. Jonathan also said, yes, I'll get a better job, not that one. I cannot be stooped so low. Those people changed my position. They disgraced me. They undermined me. They did everything that I cannot work and a woman. And this was really disappointing. That's when Ken said, I wonder how Clara came into being your wife, because your reasoning and that of Clara are two different ways. Clara is a virtuous woman, very ambitious, and a woman who is ready to fight for his family. But your ego and pride has eaten you over. He said, don't insult me. Don't insult me. That's Big Joe saying. He said, I will insult you. And that's not insulting, by the way. For me, what Ken was saying was saying the truth. Ken was giving out the truth to Jonathan. All of us, we are wondering how Clara ended up with Jonathan, a man who does not even think for himself, a man who doesn't mind about his family. All he knows, his pride, ego, and putting his wings up as if he's the head of the state. Can you imagine? And Ken was like, okay, I'll wait for you. You will get another job. Don't ever come to me crying. I'll wait for you. Don't ever come. He said, go. That's Emeka said, go. He will get another job. He is Big Joe. How can a Big Joe start working errands for a woman? Don't mind it. Don't mind, my dear friend. You will get a job. He said, yes, I'll get another job. That's Jonathan and Emeka saying all this. But the truth is, Big Joe, finding a job in this Africa, it's not an easy thing. Yes, the jobs, as you stated before, that the jobs are for connections. Now you have got one. See how you've misused it. Chances comes once. The second time, you might not even be able to reach at the office, meaning people might be tired of you. You've chosen to take or to be brainwashed by Emeka, who does not even have a family, who does not even have a responsibility, just because he puts pride in you. You end up crying. I just want to see you shining at the streets of Lagos anytime from now, because you have responsibilities and bills to pay, but you don't know your responsibility. You've put pride over your responsibility. And we are the series called Most Scary Marriage, shown at Mr. ALOY TV. Kindly subscribe to this channel. Go to Mr. ALOY TV and watch the full episode. Now the young girl Benny was here, standing here in deep thought, thinking about what really happened and thinking about her life. She doesn't know what really is going on and what she can do next, what to do for her dad and what to think of him. And as he was standing here, his dad came in. And when he came in, she just gave him a bombastic eyesight in hunger and without smiling. And his dad was like, "What is it, Benny? What is it? Why are you looking at me like that? Why are you looking at me like that? Benny, stay away from me. You don't know. Stay away from me. Just leave me alone." And Benny was like, "But are you really my father? How can you do this to yourself?" And Big Joe was like, "Benny, I'll put you where you deserve." He went up without even finding out what is Benny trying. And Ben was like, "Oh God, is this really my father? Does it really that my pride is his blood is moving or is running in my vein? Because the way he's behaving, we are totally two different people. Oh God, help my father to at least get some knowledge. If someone they took his destiny, may you restore it." That's Benny's prayer to his dad. We just pray that your prayer is heard, Madam Benny, because you are the only one who will put your father in line. If not, he is going to be driven away by his pride, and at the end of the day, you are the one who is going to suffer. Okay, yes, and now here we are, Debbie and Emeka, they are jubilating, okay? They are happy, they are smiling, they are laughing. Why? It's because Jonathan lost his job. And Emeka came to Debbie and said, "You are a witch." He said, "What? What did you call me a witch?" He said, "You are a witch." And said, "Why? What did you do? You cannot call me a witch. Just call me the queen of the witch." He said, "Yes, you are right, queen of the witch. Do you know that what you said really happened?" He said, "What?" She said, "What really happened?" That's Debbie asking Emeka. He said, "Jonathan's pride has not let him to work in a job." He said, "What? Jonathan quit his job?" He said, "Yes, I told you Jonathan cannot work because of his pride. The pride has taken him over." And I know God has answered our prayer. I said, no. Don't speak about God. God is not in it. That's Emeka saying, for sure, God is not in your plans. Your plans are being led by the witches and wizards. That's true, Emeka. That one you are true. You are on a true angle. So Jonathan, Emeka said, Debbie said, "Really, I knew Jonathan cannot." Now that Jonathan has lost his job, what's the next step? We have to take the next step of sabotaging his wife's business to put it down. It's Clara's time, but will they succeed to sabotage Clara's business? We are waiting. Our eyes are on the screen to see if in the next episode they will succeed. I love you guys. God bless you. Let's meet in a new video.